So when I was 16 years old, it was September. I was 2 weeks into my sophomore year of high school, and I'd just gotten my first job. Actually, it was at a golf course in Bettendorf, and I was gonna do maintenance for them and work during the summer in the mornings and be able to golf for free in the afternoons and make a little money to buy my first car. So I was super excited about it. The first night I went, and I worked for just a couple hours, and I got off and I was all excited, and my buddies called me and really wanted to go down to along the river. There was some huge lime piles down there that we used to all go bike on and hang out, and we weren't supposed to be down there on those lime piles, but we were. And a train had come by, and for a couple months we had been jumping trains for fun and riding them for a little while and jump back off of them and jump on and jump off, and we just found it really exhilarating. We were kind of adrenaline junkies at that time. We were doing a lot of rollerblading and doing extreme stuff, like a lot of jumps and doing jumping cars and doing extreme shows and stuff. So we were kind of into adrenaline rush kind of stuff, and the jumping trains is a big adrenaline rush. Big, huge machine like that, jumping off of on and off of it is pretty exciting. And I just missed on one. I ran alongside of it and grabbed the ladder, and it ripped me off my feet so hard I instinctually just let go of the ladder and rolled what I thought was away from the train. And I heard the train engineer yelling at me, and I wasn't sure what was going on, but jumped up to try to run because I thought I was in trouble, and fell back down to the ground, and didn't know what was going on still, and I jumped back up again on my feet and fell back down again, and didn't understand. I looked down, and my right leg was completely gone. It was about 20 yards away from me. It had flown off and flew down the tracks, and my left leg was just hanging on by my sweatpants. So it ran over my right knee and my left ankle. I thought I'd rolled away from the train, but the weight of it just sucked me right underneath, ran me over, and spit me back out. And so then it was just chaos from there. I had 4 friends with me, and those friends scattered. One guy stayed with me. There was 5 of us. One guy stayed with me, and 2 ran off in separate directions to try to call for help, because they didn't realize the train engineer called for help already. And so they were trying to get some help, and luckily the train engineer that saw it happen called immediately, called 911. So that's probably the only thing that saved my life, because there was no cell phones at that time. So they were relying on landlines, and so luckily this guy saw it happen and could get the ambulance moving fast. But it was just like an episode of ER, really, from there, where paramedics showed up. They had to split the train in half because I was in between the river and the tracks, and there were just lots of guys working on me, and it was really crazy. They airlifted me to Iowa City after I got to the hospital, and I remember the whole thing. I was conscious during the entire thing, and I'd severed my femoral artery, so blood was pumping out really fast, and they were just trying to get blood in me as fast as they could, because it was just pumping out so fast. So I didn't realize my life was in danger at the time, but obviously with your femoral artery severed, you can bleed out pretty fast. So I was pretty lucky that I lived.